Hi again. Well, I hope you enjoyed looking at your wedding video and reliving that special moment when you first got married. And I guess you've discovered by looking at that is that, yes, you do actually have a marriage covenant. But when we were married, Jane, did we think that? Did we think we had a covenant?
I didn't even understand the word. I'd never even heard it. But I did know that it was till death do us part. So there was some part of me that had a covenant understanding. But looking back, I really think my thinking was more really contract. It was based on performance. So I believed that if you lived up to your end, what you'd promised me, then I would live up to mine. But if you failed, then I could fail. But in knowing that, we need to really understand really what is a contract. And you have a building background, so if you could please explain to us from a builder's point of view, when you contract a builder to build you a house, what is a contract?
Well, when you're building a house for a client, they come and you enter into a building contract. So you agree to do certain things and they agree to pay you at certain times. It's a bit like when the slab goes down, when the timber frame is done. At lockup and on completion, they will agree to give you progress payments. And at that particular time, if you don't actually complete those things, they don't have to pay you. It's as simple as that. And so it's very much based on your performance. You have to perform for them to pay. But in a covenant, it's very different, Jane.
So a covenant is based, as I said before, on what promises you make, not actually on the performance of the other person. So in that building scenario, let's say I covenanted Ian to build me a house and he's promised he will complete that house for me, and I've promised I will pay him, but we get to the end, he's built the house, and I don't have the final payment, well, then he still has to hand me the keys because he has made that promise.
Now, that's amazing, isn't it?
That is a crazy way of thinking. And just about everything we do in our life is not a covenant, but it's actually a contract because we're used to contracts, but we're not used to covenants.
Including marriage.
So we do have a covenant in our marriage, and it's not based on the performance of our spouse. But often we may have contract thinking. We think it is based on their performance. So Ian, how can we tell if our thinking is actually contract and not covenant?
Well, I guess the best way is to ask ourselves a question. And this is the question. I will stay married to you unless. Now, those exception clauses could be something for a man, something like, I'll stay married to you unless you cheat on me. Or I'll stay married to you unless you spend all our money shopping. Or I'll stay married to you unless you don't give me sex. But for a woman, what would maybe some of your exception clauses be?
Well, I think every woman, the cheating one would come to the top of the list, but there's other things. It's basically, I will stay married to you unless you listen to me. I won't stay married to you if you spend all your time at sport or all your time at work. Those are the things that we find very frustrating, and we feel like, why would I have to put up with this?
Now, you might have different exception clauses, but we'd like you now in this interactive just to think about that. Ask yourselves that question. I will stay married to you unless, and you can fill in the dots. And if you do have any exception clauses, then really you need to ask forgiveness of each other and ask forgiveness of God. Repent to him and receive his forgiveness for having that contract thinking. And then in the next session, we'll go on and have a look at what covenant really means and how you can build on that.